It's on the turn. It's the ace of clubs.
And there's Drew betting right into him. I don't know. No, I don't think Sean's probably ever played with Drew.
No, but he definitely loves playing with that ace on the turn that he caught.
Wow,
10 on
and
the
he catches
river.
a 10 on the river.
Good Lord.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, quick bet here from Drew. And Sean, you just kind of got to know that you're beat. It's bad.
Yeah, pretty annoying spot.
Yeah, you got to know it's
bluffs
over.
to be had. Doing good. Good to see you, Fonchi.
Oh, we got basketball games tonight, too. We got some. Oh, yeah, Michigan State game is at 7.
After he stacks you, he says, that's what you do. Just take it easy on it. It's 20. Yeah, that's not that much money. Great.
Yeah, quick bet from Scotty, and Sean's got a fold.
They prefer that. Yeah, they prefer, you know, if you try to get face to face and hand them money.
Yes, of course. Thank you, my friend. He's got a minstrel the hand. King 6 suited raise from Luke. Yeah, I love his picture. Always making it fun. Good job, Luke.
There's 2 of us. We could split the money now if you want. Just call it a win.
You going to Vegas this year? Just at a main, yeah, spread it out. The high-low. I might be there for you. Yeah. You cashed in one? In the main? Yeah. You still lost.
Looks like the game is still in full effect. And we got a full game now.
Vegas. You should know how you do that. You guys
We'll take a look at stats here in a second. Doesn't seem like there are any really huge wins or losses outside of the hand that Don. Wait, who is that? Oh, he's never mind. I forgot that there was a player that was supposed to be late, but I've just seen him.
Just seen him, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what he looked like, so I'm like, yo, who is that? Who is that guy?
Might be fucking crazy games, I have no idea.
They have that.
You cashed in those too?
Kilo 8 tournament.
No, it's great. I was the past couple of days. It's great. That's like June.
There's only like 2 cards left in the deck. But yeah.
All right, so we got a 9-4-4 flop. So Marcus Era has bet Luke, raised it up.
You'll buy a few.
And Marcus quickly makes the call. Wanted to also confirm his order with the cocktail waitress before. An 8 on the turn. So I assume Marcus is going to continue to just kind of check call here. Doesn't really put him on a 4. Obviously, if he did, he probably would have folded on the flop. But he's trying to figure out what he has.
Yeah, could definitely have some overpairs, but Marcus here only has 380. I don't think we're getting bluffed off of our
Yeah,
stack if we're calling here.
Yeah, the more money he's putting in, the less likely he is to fold.
Yeah,
Oh, no, he's definitely not
definitely
folding.
not folding.
Check, check. Do you have any black chips? The man has
Snap all in, too.
$285. He ain't going nowhere. He had a long day at work.
He's like, show up late for the stream, get doubled up right away.
Like, certain circumstances have led him to be late. It didn't seem like he's to be trifled with right now. I told you, what you doing, man? What you got going on? Look at him. Don't look at his stack. You played a player. That man doesn't like he wants to fold.
It's just so much of a fucking grind. Every time I want to, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
I just don't know how to play.
You played the main, right? But the PLO main.
Toasted.
In the hold'em main?
Well, welcome to the show, boys. These boys were both late, and they got into hand. Marcus Era now getting a full double.
I can't. 84 to go before the and they had to go to the next day. Day 4. And there was 8 before the bubble. Yeah, let's just play it out. Yeah, they were all super pissed. I'd be livid. I'd be livid. See, I think that's the other problem. I think that would like reopen my addiction just because or because of how awful that tournament is. I've seen you, man. You're up there with Purple Lee and still functional. You're one of those I can't be that guy.
Uh-oh, Scotty picking up a hand here. If you guys don't know, Scotty is an absolute wild card. He'll bet $1 million with absolutely nothing, and then he'll try and value bet kings here.
Can't see that portion of the table. All I see is 2 of us. Even smacker.
Very safe flop for Scotty. Queen high board. Daniel with some backdoors. Backdoor flushes, backdoor straights. Wouldn't mind floating one, but 100 is a little steep.
Are we?
Yeah, and the bad beat. We almost actually had the bad beat. Well, the last time.
I never see a bad beat, even if it's not. Oh yeah. Have you ever seen? I've never seen one. I've seen it where the board could, but it isn't. But whatever. Yeah.
What's up, Slim? How we doing? Let's go, Marcus Era. Yeah, already got a full double, is he?
Yeah, no.
All right, Adonis did a very fun thing last week where he had somebody guess what he was eating, and this time it was chips, or last time it was chips. So I'm trying to figure out a way.
They're never
give
going
you
to
a
get
hint.
it. They're never
Yeah, I
gonna get
know. I don't think they will.
I want to at least
For $10 out of my own pockets.
Oh, you can buy in for day to skip the day 2. What is it? 20, 30?
It's the same amount, but you start on day 2 with the one.
Oh no shit.
You start the same stack.
All right, Slim, you gotta ask me 3 questions. Cannot be specific.
it. Yo, he's wild.
He is wild. You gotta ask me 3 questions. Cannot be super specific. You can ask me like if it's a burger.
You doing the food thing?
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard.
It's a
'cause-
tough one. It's a
yeah,
toughie.
He's probably not going to get it.
I might actually do that.
Yeah, it'll be a difficult one. I guess you can't ask if it's a burger. You could ask if it's a sandwich, and then you would have to guess the type of sandwich. Wrap? Guess the type of wrap. Soup? Sushi?
Yeah, I don't know what you call it.
Is it listed on? No. It's. But we have had conversations about this, Slim.
Bring out a banana and 1 nut.
I don't know if it's a loaf of bread or if it's a muffin or what it is.
I did get sweet potato fries, but I'm not gonna make you guess that one.
Yeah, he'd
Just
have
the
never,
main-
he'd
the
have
main
never
one.
got that. Main menu item isn't good enough, I guess.
Look at it. That's how we feel.
Other dude turned down the 20 cash. He just told me he would withhold it from me in tips. So I went through my whole week just sizing people up. It could be you. Or you just won that big pot. You know what I'm saying? But you abstaining, baby? Like, is it you? Is it you? Given his fitness level, I would guess a protein bar. Good old Candyman.
What up, Candyman Joe? It is not a French dip.
Yo, Joe, are you playing to run good? I know you know you normally come down every now and then for tournaments, but I know your home is St. Augustine. But I didn't know if you'd be playing the run good. If you are, that'd be cool. Good to see you. This time I bring you candy. See what I'm saying? I mess your mind up. I'll bring you candy this time.
No, I ski a lot, but I have to travel. Right. I have to go like 600 miles to get anywhere decent. Yeah.
This is a beautiful day. Watch. We got poker, March Madness men's, March Madness women's, smashed together. And the end product is pure bliss.
Everybody competing on the highest level. Love it.
There's something, I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you've ever done anything in your life, and I don't mean to sound like Michael Jordan from The Last Dance, but if I do, oh well. If you've ever competed in anything at a high level in your life, you know what that means.
You know what it feels.
You know what it feels like, To just compete at a high level and be competitive with other people who are just as good as you, it's an unmatched feeling.
It's so
man.
good. I agree completely.
Something inside of you just comes alive. Just like $75 from Megalodon? Is that what we're doing today?
Megalodon.
He's going to be Megalodon?
It is not a sandwich, but
What-
it's a type of sandwich. Is a wrap considered? It's a wrap.
Yeah, I was
What
like,
kind of wrap? Is
you're
that-
terrible at
yeah.
this.
I was like, is that considered a sandwich?
It is. It is.
Well, look, they're doing.
Wow, look at
4
this.
bet from Johnny.
4 bet from
He's
Johnny.
going to stare the Megalodon in the face and say, I have more than you do, which is true, right now, pre-flop.
You see the whole, like, think about the money that's going to be involved. So it must be.
Yeah, and if you guys are just tuning in, Don and Johnny got into a big hand. Johnny ace 10 beat king 10, and it was an ace 10 XX10 board. So, of course, Don didn't get stacked, but lost a big one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ah, he got it. Black and chicken Caesar wrap, but you got it. You got it.
Oh, he
He
got,
got
it.
it. He knows. We've talked. Listen, we talk about food a lot in this thing.
I
He
was
knows.
like, wait, what? I was.
Damn, how do you
I
spend out of
thought
$10?
I thought rap is where the game ended, but the fact that he guessed the rap, that's pretty strong.
It is
pretty-
strong. He deserves it. He deserves it. I'll hook him up.
Hey Debbie, how you doing?
Miss Debbie. Yeah, it's Adonis and Kurt today. How y'all doing? What's up, everybody? The same way that Johnny always gets C1. They just luckily draw it somehow, some way. Find a way.
I got really good vibes about this one.
Two aces and then put one ace on top and one on the bottom. Well, get run down by a straight on both streets. Look at that, 7 acres. Come on, connect the whole world there.
Chat is popping. What up, everybody? How y'all doing? Appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out. Beautiful Friday evening. Hope you guys are doing wonderful today. Got a double board bomb pot. After this, we'll show some stats since 30 minutes are already in the books, and we see Drew throwing out a ton of chips. 10-6, has top pair on one board and has the second nut straight on another. Is this worth $400? We're losing the 10 jack on one board. Losing the 4-5 on another, but Drew thinks it's good enough. Wow, Don's gonna rip it in. Where's Don's hand? 9-6. Oh my
He
goodness.
said, "Yo," he said,
Don's
"Don
hand is-
ripped it in." Yo, where's his hand at? What does he have?
I was looking for Don, but I forgot his Megalodon, and he is drawing basically dead. Oh my
But
goodness.
is there anyone in the pot that has enough, respectively, on both boards to?
Drew,
Oh.
he raised to 400.
Oh, he flopped it straight.
Yeah, and he has top pair.
Oh, and he has
yeah.
a better.
Don's about
Oh,
to get
no.
ripped.
Oh no.
Don's likely
that
getting
a 9?
quartered. Oh. Oh.
He loses. Oh, he chops.
Chop?
He gets quartered.
What? No, they chop it up completely.
He gets quartered. It's 2 pair with the. Oh no, he gets
They
quartered.
chop it up completely, right?
No, he gets quartered.
Where?
Oh wait, he has a straight on
Where?
the
They
top
both
too.
got straights. Yeah, the 10 on the river.
Wait, what?
What a run out for Donnie.
Yeah, I saw the 6s and trays with a king, but I didn't realize he had a straight up top too.
Donnie gets bailed.
Look at Donnie's
Donnie
face.
gets
He's like,
bailed.
Rip it in for a cool 1,000. Get it?
That is so odd. Oh my goodness.
I guess in a sense, I think Don.
He chops it up somehow. My goodness. Don tried to punt a little bit there. Not gonna lie.
The chop. on the bottom. Oh, he was scooped on the top.
That's crazy. He was scooped every which way, and then the perfect came. Damn, bomb pots are fun, right, Don?
Yeah,
That
they
guy
always.
runs
I
like
mean,
God. What's up, Eric?
Look at that run out.
Listen, he gives away so much in the chat. You know, he deserves a little run good. Sorry, Drew.
I think on the flop back what he's worth.
Don has money left for his date and Popeyes tonight. Spicy's chicken Sammy. Come on.
When you hit both boards and one of those top pair, and the straight draw, the six of the full straight draw.
Joseph, that was gonna be my order, black and mahi, but decided to change it up today. Don doing Don things, yeah. And we got Daniel here gonna 3-bet the 9s. Chat is active, I love it.
Chat's active, table's active. This is good. And Sean's calling. Sean likes suited connectors a lot. I've noticed.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, you know, PLO mindset. Gotta get it
PLO
in with them.
mindset.
Gotta get it in with the wraps.
How much did he
Flush
bet?
draws.
140.
It's pretty.
Lots of
pretty
good turn
pricey.
cards, but
So
you're like,
many. So many good ones, but is it worth 140? If you guys are just tuning in too, Sean is mainly a PLO player. I would say 99.9% PLO player. But he has his kids watching, so shout out to them. Hopefully Sean turns up a good profit. I'd say it's probably been years since he's ever played No Limit Hold'em Cash. Donnie, do me a favor. Let's see some stats real quick, like. All right, we got Johnny up 900. Of course, had those two big hands early on. Don stuck the most at 900, and then we'll show them again after this hand. Oh. B. Pippin, Scotty, of course, leading the way. Don chilling at 15%, but everybody else basically around that 25% tile. Not bad, not bad. Had some players show up pretty late, and wow, Daniel running good. Just had 9s, got a little bit of value there. Now has aces, but nothing there.
Oh, if you'd have known how weak, if you'd have seen how.
Is that Ladybug? Dang, long time no see.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, Ladybug, how you doing?
I would have split his money. Well, I would have hit the straight on the river. I had Queen Jack. I folded Queen Jack. Oh, wow.
We miss you on this side. Hope you're doing well. Where'd you move to again? Texas or something?
Some people do it. I'm not. I guess, but when if the button was on the other side and we started out with me, I would have.
Yeah, listen, Scotty's a wild man. He's a painter, so he's just cosplaying as a painter, I guess. But he's a wild man.
I guess it's easy to look back. Easy to look back, you know, and go, oh, yeah. I'm going to choose to.
All right, 5-way action. More suited connectors for Sean that don't hit. Tough game. Tough game.
I mean, there was a straight.
Looks like Luke's here is going to use position to his advantage, or try to take advantage in this hand.
That's the one I usually watch.
Type out your Venmo, Eminem. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Oh, I made 600.
That's exactly what I just. I saw when I came in, I didn't see him, and then I noticed you were sitting at the next table, and like 5 minutes later.
It looks like it's 3-bet Don day. But if Don's opening with a 5-3 suited and 3-betting with Queen Jack suited, I guess it is that day.
Yeah, Texas ain't a bad place to stay in terms of poker. Like, I think outside of Texas, Jacks is the place to be. Or if you want to, you know, make it a state-to-state comparison, outside of Texas poker, Florida poker is pretty damn good too. But looks like you got a gutter ball for Drew. Megalodon is gonna, yeah, and I think Don can just go ahead and just rep this hard, man. I don't know if Drew's ever gonna pop up with a jack, maybe a king, but I think Don has more jacks than he does.
Definitely has all the pocket jacks, all the 10 jack. Definitely has all the queens also, right? Like king queen blocking it, I guess, a little bit, but it's gonna be hard for Drew to ever continue. But Drew is gonna put in a call. Deuce on the river. Ace high is gonna be good, but wow, Don does give up. He did have a shot. I know nothing about painting, so, but I could imagine it's honest work and real hard work.
That's a different jam. See,
That's crazy. That would have been another cool.
I don't know what channel it's on, but that's golf on the left.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what channel it
Florida is quite nice. I do miss me my San Diego, but not to live in anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you miss Cali? Like,
I
do
definitely
you
miss it, just for family purposes.
what place
Really.
was better in terms of weather? I mean, I think I already know the answer,
I mean,
but
San Diego for sure. Has
y'all
all
had
the
them had
75.
those possibilities of
year-round.
earthquakes, though, right?
We did have a lot of earthquakes, but me being a West Coaster that moved to the East Coast, right? It's like people on the West Coast terrified of hurricanes, as they should be, and people on the East Coast are terrified of earthquakes, as they should be. Both are definitely scary, depending on the magnitude, but I don't know. It's not as scary as living in it. But I haven't been through the worst of them, if that makes sense.
Have you ever been in an earthquake?
Been in everything, yeah. Now. Easter back in, I think it was like 09 or 2010. That was scary. That was the biggest one I've ever been. San Jose, what's up, Mark? How we doing?
It rained 24 hours with no visibility. Yeah, keep me away from wherever that is. That don't sound good at all. You know how bad drivers are in the rain? Kidding me? I don't care what I have to do. I'm not doing it that day. They can just Amazon it to me or something. Best of luck. Yeah, I hate it enough here, man. Like, so, two pair for Johnny, gutter ball for Scotty too hotty. Some of the worst places, cities, states I've ever been in. Jacksonville, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, and I mean concerning like drivers. Not bringing into the equation weather, just drive Miami, just drivers. So if you add rain into the equation, 24 hours of it, I'm good. You can keep it. I'm all right. I've never been to California. I've never been on the West Coast at all, ever. I've always wanted to go. You think, dude, what? Mayhem. I don't even know what that means. I mean, but I'll answer your question. I'm not going to repeat it, but I will answer you, Mayhem. And the answer is, I believe, chemically, depending on what you're using, it can reduce the size of them. Yes. You get all 4 seasons in one day in Texas. That's what they told me.
I know. I don't want, like, I kind of want to live in Texas, but I really don't.
Yeah, John Harris drove from Texas here to hang out, and it's his like annual poker trip. So he didn't drive all the way here specifically, but just he does it every year. And he said it. He said like the freezing cold weather, Texas gets it all.
Not to mention, driving through Texas sucks. That thing's so boring.
Is
it's
it?
just desert. Yeah.
They got some hella good barbecue apparently.
They do. They do got some fire barbecue.
I love playing poker in
Ooh.
Florida, but it's totally different in Texas. What you mean, Ladybug? Listen, we got nothing but time and space, baby.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You can talk to me however
We're
you
here
want
till
to.
11.
You can tell me whatever you want, but I assumed that the action was good, but when you say it's different, in what way? Marcus, flopped a set of 10s. Ooh.
Yeah, middle set. But, nobody has really anything to go along with it. Somebody did have jacks, but didn't want to see a turn card. Rightfully so.
Yeah, I've been to Texas one time. It was a layover because my flight got overbooked, so they gave me a free stay in Dallas, Texas. But I kid you not. I was in Dallas at a Hilton, I think. They gave us the suite with the hot tub inside the room. It was nice. It was cool. So I'm like, I'm going to go get some ice cream real quick. There's a little convenience store across the street. It was late at night. I felt like I was safe enough. I was in the gym at the time. I was strong. I look strong. So I walk outside, I walk across the street, and I see a car just like chilling in the empty plaza. All the stores were closed for the night.
Super sketchy already? Okay.
Already, baby.
Yeah.
Already.
Right.
So I walk in the store, get the ice cream. I'm cool. The lady gives me a spoon. I said, all right, cool. I see that same car and a lady bent over the driver's seat of that car. Now, I think we all know what that means when you bend over the driver's seat at 1 o'clock in the morning.
She getting robbed.
In a way. In a way.
Yeah.
And I see the guy give her something. She gets in the driver's seat, and they drive 20 feet into that plaza, and all of the headlights go off. And I said, if I don't get my ass back to this hotel room immediately, I don't know what I'm going to see next, but that's right at the top.
Definitely didn't want to see it.
I did not want to see that. That was my experience in Dallas, Texas. I was like, bring me back. I want to come back.
I've been to Texas twice, and both times have been during summer times, and man, that weather sucks.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's
That's what they
humid.
said.
It's gross.
Is it so? That humid heat will take a lot out of you.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want that.
Just makes you don't want to go outside, you know.
No. I bent over the driver's side window, so like the door. So like where the door meets her stomach, she bent over, having a conversation, lengthy. And like I said, you let your imagination run with it wherever you want to take it. But it was a fun experience nonetheless. Yeah, when I was in Vegas, it was so hot the day I'd left. The tires of the plane were melting. It was 128 degrees. It felt like 128 degrees.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
When I went to Vegas this last year, it hit 120. I was like, I'm never going outside ever. Staying in the hotel.
I can't do that, man.
Can't
do that. That's too much. Like they said, and I mean anybody who's lived there or lived in the area or has lived in another state, chime in whenever you want to. But they said Arizona. They said Arizona got the worst heat in the country.
That's cooking.
Yeah, that's like cooking.
I was actually considering moving there before I moved out here, just because I have a bunch of friends that live out there.
They can stay. They could be my friends, but I ain't moving there.
Yeah, it's cooking.
Seen people come out with the frying pan, put a steak in it, come back an hour and a half later.
Steak and
it's
eggs.
Sizzling.
It's sizzling.
I'm not doing it. Dude put a pan in his front dash and baked cookies. I'm not doing that, man. Not doing that.
Marcus Sarah running pretty good right now. Does outflop Sean here?
Yeah, Sean ain't really had. Can't really find any luck. Ladybug says our 1-3 games play like 5-10. I'm a poker player. These guys gamble. They brag about losing thousands, and I'm here for all of it. Yeah, collect those thousands. How my name is says in Arizona they actually deliver blocks of ice to people's houses to cool off their swimming pools. That's insane. Yeah, I'm never going down there. I don't care if they give me free tickets for March Madness and it's there. Like unless I'm in the stadium butt naked, which is frowned on by the proper authorities, then I'm not going. But honest, you didn't ask her if she had a friend in Dallas, Texas, at that time of night? Are you kidding me? I didn't know what I was going to get in that transaction. I could have walked over there and I didn't know what was going to happen. So, no, I wasn't going to do that. Middle pair for Drew and, nothing from Scotty, which is why he's checking. That's insane, man.
Their swimming pool's like a hot tub probably in Arizona. That's so brutal.
But it would just kind of randomly come on and off, and it would flick on for like 2 minutes and then go off. But I just kind of figured like, oh, it's
Like related to nothing?
yeah. I wasn't doing anything, but like I'd be lying in bed at 2 a.m. and it would flick on for 2 minutes, so I'd feel the cool air, and it would shut off. But I was like, oh, it's probably just kind of like once it hits a certain temperature, it turns on automatically, and like we're all good. And then I tried to actually, it didn't do that for like a solid 2 or 3 weeks. And then I was trying to turn it on, and I couldn't get it on. And I realized that the ventilator had frozen over.
So you don't think it was really partly because of the temperature?
I think it was just an old unit, honestly.
Either way, you want to fix it. Not whatever.
Luke getting a little spicy. Ace-5-0, gonna 3-bet. We already know he wants to bluff. He did bluff earlier against Marcus, doubled him up fully. Yeah, I've heard just craziness. You know how you see like Florida in the news all the time. I see Texas in the news all the time as well. Florida and Texas got to be top 2 wildest states,
What?
just in terms of everything going on.
Florida has everybody beat.
I think so.
Florida has
But
everybody beat.
Texas is still pretty wild. They got to be close to us.
I want to keep my job, so I'm not going to tell y'all what these crazy Florida people be doing. But Florida has everybody beat by a mile.
Luckily, we live so far north, we don't really catch a
We don't
lot
catch
of it.
none of that.
Yeah,
Them,
but
them country Floridians in South Florida, man, they put some of these news articles to shame.
What do you raise it to?
Somewhere in the vicinity of 958 million.
Whoa. Yeah, you should just rip it off.
I don't think that's allowed.
Scotty putting in a 3-bet King Jacko.
Where's the 4-bet?
No, only if you folded it. Yeah. Don't want to run a base.
All right, I'll show you. You had a pre-flop loser. Pre-flop. After the flop, I have no idea.
You got kings again?
Huh?
Kings again? Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't had a hand. Every hand I had, I didn't play.
Yeah, Texas was a
Last hour, I played 3 hands.
Texas was an open carry state for a long time.
They kept
So
going
them
all
boys be out there doing some reckless things, boys and girls. And I'm pretty sure we can go on the news and pull up some crazy things. But nonetheless, the poker is good. Anything else that's going on out in Texas shouldn't even concern us because we're all good, law-abiding, upstanding citizens. All right? We just gamble from time to time. Anything else got nothing to do with us because we won't partake in that. All that crazy stuff, that's not us. Like getting it in between the felt, that's what we do. That's what we get down with. The Lodge, which actually me and Kirk were just talking about.
Yeah, Rampage and Nick
Rampage and Nick Airball are part owners,
Yeah, I believe
partners
so, yeah.
in the Lodge Card Club, which I had no idea you could even do that.
Yeah. Considering Rampage is, WBT member and everything.
And that's kind of what I
ambassador.
asked you. I'm like, I don't know if
Yeah.
that's like a conflict of interest, but I don't think any WPT events are coming through the Lodge Card Club
Yeah, I don't
anytime soon.
believe so.
But I'm cool with it. Without pocket watching Rampage or Nick Airball, hopefully that leads to a good investment for them because Brad and Andrew are also in on that too, right?
Yes.
Brad and Andrew Nemi? Yeah, I didn't know you could. Like, I don't know if that's an invitation process. I don't know if maybe the card club was losing money and he needed more investors to kind of.
I saw some of their guarantees that they put on, and there's definitely a lot of overlay in those guarantees.
What you mean by that?
So they put let's say they put a $1 million guaranteed $300 buy-in. They're losing money because they're not hitting their guarantees. So there's gonna be I think the one that I saw most recently was like a $2 million guaranteed for $500, and they
Good
missed it by
Lord.
like a couple $100K. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. Damn, I didn't know.
Rampage donates money to all poker players. That's so funny.
No, because Doug and Brad Owen. No, because and Brad Owen and Nemi are co-owners. Okay, so they have the title of co-owner, and rather Nick Airball and Rampage are investors.
Just investors.
Okay,
and partners.
okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I don't see the value they bring to the business. I know they don't need investors. Yeah, so that's like the biggest thing in the last, I think, 5 to 8 years is poker personalities, poker vloggers, bringing them into your business, and how does their physical appearance create more opportunities for you to make money in your building?
Yeah, well, I do like the addition of Rampage. I know he's very active on social media, and he has a big following, obviously, on YouTube. I don't know what Nick Airball brings to the table that much, though.
That's my only part, right? Is like, to be worth so much, not to be worth so much, but to have lost so much money. I think Hustler Casino Live, we have, as a collective audience, me, you, and the viewers, I've seen him lose well over $1 million.
Yeah, easily.
Maybe in a session.
And then obviously you just see all those comments like, where does he get his money from? Oh, pro poker player.
Yeah, and then
okay.
and then somebody did like a deep dive into the interwebs to find
Yeah.
out how, and they still couldn't find it. Like they knew he worked for some kind of firm, and that was it. So I don't know. Those kinds of things escape me. It's cool to see, but it don't change my life. Now,
Yeah.
Rampage came up to me like, hey, Don, it's like, you this little free roll, bro. You come on out yet? Yes, sir, Mr. Rampage,
Absolutely.
sir.
Absolutely.
But it's cool to see news like that. Hopefully they can all make money in the process.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, hopefully it's just a better step for poker, right? Obviously,
Nice
I
handle
love
for
to see
Don.
this game still continue to grow.
All right, well, that's interesting, Kirk, because I guess that's what I'm going to ask you next. You said that could potentially be good for poker. Where do you see poker in 10 years? Like, what do you see?
That's a great question. I don't
You
even know
know?
where I see it for like 5 years from now, right?
Like, for example, I'll give you the same time frame. 5 to 8 years ago, if we as a collect, you know what I'm saying, we talked about it.
Yeah.
There's no way we'd have saw, like we would have thought poker vloggers are being paid ambassadors for such large poker entities. Like, where do we go from here?
Right.
Is
I mean,
that-
I guess in the space that we grew up, right, gaming, we didn't see that blow up as much as it did, right? Can poker kind of be the same way in that regard?
I mean, at
With
this point,
vloggers, it feels like it can.
the world can be your oyster.
Yeah,
you know?
it feels like there's so many different outlooks that you could just make so much money in so many different ways, right?
I think the best part is the opportunities. That there's so many opportunities. You know, people want to talk about, without getting too deep into it, the cost of living going up and money and, you know, the price of eggs, and without it being political. There are so many opportunities for people to make money, whether you're an influencer. And, you know, I'm not saying people with millions of followers. You could have a couple hundred. Stay in your lane. You could have a couple 100,000 followers. Just, you know, make your little check. You know, James Weston over at St. Augustine. He stay in his lane and he make his content and he make X amount of money a month.
yeah.
He's doing great. But there's so many opportunities to just make money. It's just, poker being one. Just, I don't know. Any opportunity is what you make it.
Yeah, it is an interesting thought for sure.
Mayhem says poker in 10 years will be underground dens like in Mad Max, where people are gambling for water and power.
We're about to go to Fallout Shelter, baby.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, that's awesome.
I've seen all the memes with people gambling with eggs now, you know?
That's. I mean, you can gamble with anything nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Luke meant to say was your one pair.
I think it'd be cool. Like I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see it grow, you know, me being a... Like, I do study quite a bit, and I do love to see the game grow in tournaments, but it's just like... Sorry, got distracted. Apparently we lost a player already. What was I saying? I don't even remember. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. All I see is Scotty 3-betting threes here, 125 with 200 behind. Marcus era, ace queen O. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The rake is like ridiculous, right? Because there's not a ton of places competing with each other, so the rake has just been astronomical. Like 20% gets raked in tournaments a ton of the time. It's so silly. I've seen some places recently do this. This is down South Florida, where they do a rake free tournament, so like $500 buy-in, and it's rake free, which is a pretty cool concept. Wow, Sean picking up kings here. Gonna make it 205 to Don. And like I said, it's been 3-bet, 4-bet Don night so far.
And we'll show an 8 of clubs.
Just like that. First hour is done.
You guys doing the cold bombs?
I just always know.
Adonis stepped out. I really want to get his input on this, but do you think rake really involves you that much, right? As a player, do you pay attention to that often? You know, obviously at best bet, right? Our rake is $6 and then $2 for jackpot, so $8 getting taken out of almost every single pot. That would seem to add up, but if you're like a winning player, does it really affect you that much?
I don't know.
All right, double board bomb pot. Looks like we got 7 players, 175 in the middle. Scotty's going to call with 9-10. Does have a straight draw on both boards. Does hit the nuts on the bottom. King 9, wow. These guys looking to get quartered, but Daniel with the redraw to a spades. Scotty gonna move all in with his remaining 230 bucks, it looks like.
Yeah, he's got what?
Super nuts on the bottom.
And Daniel has king high flush draw and top.
Yeah, top
two pair.
pair. Yeah. Luke as well with that king 9.
Little does he know, he's kind of getting free rolled
Yeah.
up top.
Well, once Daniel calls in, it's makes it super hard for Luke to ever continue here. All right, Luke does end up folding, and barring any jack. Oh wow, Scotty ends up getting.
He got a
quartered,
flush.
right? Yeah, Scotty gets quartered though because he makes a 10, jack high straight as well. Wow.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Wait, yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to get quartered because the
Gonna
10
get
gives him a
quartered.
straight, and he has a
Yep.
king high flush up top.
Exactly.
So Scotty's toasted.
Yeah.
Ooh,
do
you can see
his
the head
reaction?
shake. Yep, the head shake. He
See
hates
the
it.
reaction.
Did you really? I thought you were gonna pop it. I wasn't even calling. Really, I don't get anything. It's all money back plus half of mine.
I was steaming at the turn because I had Jack 3.
Between the rake and tips, 1-2 is unbeatable. I will agree with that for the most part.
I would have got scooped.
I will say, like, me being a dealer, and I'm sure you could attest to this too, Donnie, it's just like we overtip just because, you know, this is our profession. This is what we do, right? So it's like the rake and the tips definitely add up, but do you notice it?
What you mean?
Like, coming out of your stack, do you ever notice it? Do you ever think and just be like, man, I could have $1,000, but instead I have $800 or something like that?
No, but
Don't think
I
of
know
it in
that
that
there
regard,
are,
right?
no, but there are a lot of, and anything that I say is never personal. It's never any knock to any poker player or how they approach their game as far as tipping and what they tip and
Yeah.
all that good stuff. Like, it's not mean. I'm not meaning to
Yeah,
be
of
mean.
course, no.
I don't notice that kind of stuff only because of the way I play.
Yeah.
And the way I play is I want to win, but it's not like a grind for me.
Sure.
You know, so there are certain players who will log
Yeah.
their tips, who will log and observe their pots to make sure the right rake's being taken, or who will bring chips that are completely out of the game to tip with.
Tip with, yeah.
And no method is wrong, but I personally I don't notice that. I don't want to say I don't care enough, but I mean I'm there to tip the dealers and have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm
I
a
agree.
dealer myself. I'm a little biased.
Yeah, that's what we lean towards the biasness.
I know a lot of people post COVID had problems and concerns and voiced them because we heard about it every day, whether we opened a table, broke a table, or we're in the middle of dealing a table. That post COVID when the rate started to go up, or went up, everybody's like, man, there's just without getting all into it, they're like, this isn't fair to the players, and it's like, yo, why you got to make it seem like it's us?
Yeah,
there are other parts of the country where the rate is higher,
way
bud.
higher, way higher.
Yeah.
Anywhere in EU, ridiculous. 10% up to 25.
And the best part about any interaction that I have with a player concerning that is I go, what the hell do you expect me to do about it?
Yeah, we're just dealers at the end of the day.
You know what I'm saying? I want to hit people. You can write a letter to your local senator. You can do that. I can't do that for you. I'm just here to open the game and do my job. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. I just know what I have to take every single hand. But being $12 per hour, you have to pay daily, monthly, and yearly member fees. Every place is different. I mean, Ladybug, you've played here, and you played her API. It's crazy. Yes, Lord. Bless her. Bless her. But you've played here, and you played in Jax. What do you like more, or what do you think's better?
Cake like pastry. Huh. Plastic. It comes in a plastic wrapper. Twinkie? Is it a dessert?
Scotty
is
is so Scotty's so steamed up after that bomb pot.
Yeah.
Such a good spot. And Johnny's so active, man.
Yeah. He's very tight aggressive is what we call it. Is what him and I have deemed it, and it works when you're running hot
what
like
is
this.
it? What is he doing?
Dude, Luke wants to gamble.
I thought he had like 400 in his hand.
I think he sees how much Scotty has, and he knows Scotty's never ever folding in this spot, right? If he's calling 55, he's might as well just put in 200. And Scotty, how much does he have behind? Wow, he folds.
He's just steamed up. He just gave away 55. Look at the head.
Yeah.
Look at the head shake, man. The painter's mask can only mask so much. I can see through it.
Oh my goodness, the ace does come. How does Luke know?
The dreaded ace.
How does Luke know? Johnny gonna put in one small, basically a blocker bet right here. And just give up once Luke puts in a raise or a call. Unless, of course, the king comes on the turn or river, which we've seen happen before. Johnny's hand is now just a bluff catcher at best. Just a check call if it's small enough, or a check fold.
I mean, these are just dreaded hands, man. You're like, damn, like I know the ace is out there.
Yeah.
You know?
And look how much Luke is betting. He's just like, please, just enticing. A check raise or just call, a crying call, And that's exactly what it looks like Johnny's going to do.
It's just so hard.
116 to 800. Sizing's beautiful. You got everything to call. Johnny gonna check, and Luke just gonna check behind and just hope it's kings.
Yep. Yeah, we can't wait for you to come back, Ladybug. Play some poker with you. Gamble, gamble. That's the name of the game, right? That's the name of the game. Yeah, it's been a while since we had a meetup game, but we're going to just have to set up something ourselves. Do like St. Augustine or something. I don't go out there that much, but I'll come out there for you one time. Kathy Harrington, how you doing? Lucas Vance, what's up, baby? How you feeling? We got a little 2-5 deep stack action rolling up. We've had a good day so far. And it's only getting better. Bethany, how you doing? It's good to see you. Obviously, it's been a while. You know, sometimes you got to stop through. I understand where I work, so I understand it's hard to just stop through, but definitely would like to see your face.
Starting later.
Starting now. I did it before he dealt. Oh, 20 bucks.
Is even now? Your fun just started.
I know.
It's gonna double you up again.
I appreciate the first one though.
Don't spend it all in one place.
I tried. Y'all was cool, man. Appreciate
Have
it.
a good night. Have a good call. Nice time with you. Nice call with the
Thank you.
Oh, boy. And Scotty's going to get in the rest of his money here with a pair and a flush draw and get toasted. Absolutely smoked cheese. Gouda is the variation of it. And there it is. Smoked cheese sandwich right in Scotty's chair. Smoldering in heat. Had a real good chance at it. This straight portion of his draw. He didn't want to come in, but he could have hit